Hey, what's up, friend? You are you interested in lack of skill? Yeah. Or maybe some suck. I'm just a new guy for the love of game. We gon' go, I know it's bad. Time to change, but not by mad. Don't you know that games are my thing? Yeah, I know it's getting real late. Come on, look at me. I even do storytelling. Also podcasts on great game subjects. Okay, yeah, I'm not a Markiplier. We can dance. Right? Alright everybody, welcome. This is the NIKO Show. What? NIKO's not doing an interview this time? What? That's so weird. It's kind of weird. A little weird. Oh my gosh, I don't think I'm ready for this. Guys, hello, welcome. This is NIKO Show episode 85. How are we doing? This time I get to just... how does Guts look? Okay, good. This time I just get to hang out, just chill, just vibing out, and not read anybody's chat if they say anything in the YouTube chat. This is only on YouTube. This isn't on Twitch. But you will see this on Spotify eventually, the audio version. So if anybody hasn't done it already, feel free to check out the audio version of Spotify. You'll see the links down in the description below once this stream is over. Hear that my chair is being really obnoxious here. I didn't realize how much this camera was going to do this, so I'm going to do this on the fly. There we go. Look at that. I grew an arm. Okay, any audio listeners out there, you won't know what the heck's going on. I just made my green screen have more life. So guys, this is awesome. I'm actually glad to come back, and we're like in talking about gaming news for, oh my god, how long has it been? How long has it been? I'm going to do this in real time right now, since we last talked about anything gaming news related. Oh, on the NIKO Show. Let's see. 3 months ago. It's been my spaghetti strap. It's been 3 months since I have talked about anything gaming related, because a lot of it's been celebrating new subscriber milestones, and the channel's been at an all-time low, believe it or not. We have hit the plateau of all shitters for plateaus, if that makes sense. If not, whatever. You know, I live in my dad's basement. Look, you see this? He made this fire for me. Yeah, we haven't done any gaming news because I've been, like I said, doing the subscriber celebrations. I've also been doing the interviews of different people from around the globe. And, you know, last episode, if you haven't checked it out, episode 84 is a very special one because that's our first in-person interview with the great Carolyn Woolis, local musician in my county, close by where I live. So I had the opportunity to have her over here, did an hour and a half interview, and it was a fantastic time getting to know everything about her, music-related career, where she came from, blah, blah, blah. You know, the whole 101 on somebody's background and stuff when it comes to being an artist, musician. So, Carolyn, if you ever find this or watch this, thank you once again for being on here. Episode 85 is going to be special, guys. It's going to be special. You know why? You know why? You know what? Before we get into whys, I probably will forget it by the time I'm done stating this next thing. I just want to say, everybody else who came to the interviews, if anybody has subscribed to the NikoTheLegend channel, who's done the interviews with me, hey, I just want to say thank you so much for being a part of this. Chair's making noise. Sorry about that. Those interviews are a lot of fun. You guys make the channel great. You make it worthwhile doing this stuff. Blah blah blah. You know, the whole mushy story. So, round of applause for you guys. And it's nice to take a break once in a while and waiting on other people's schedules and your schedule to align and get this stuff done. The last episode, it took about 2 weeks to meet up. To find the perfect time, and then when we did the interview with Carolyn, it took me a whole week to edit that because there was some pretty tedious like jump cuts and stuff back and forth, and it's an hour and a half, so I was kind of just taking my time with it. But it came out well, and the view count is doing good in comparison to like NikoTheLegend podcast episodes. It's at 130 views, and that's pretty good for the NIKO show. Trust me. The last time I did anything news related, 6 views. But every time I did the interviews or the celebrations, the subscriber special stuff, it's been great so far. So, like I said, we're seeing great increase in numbers, and I'm really happy about that. Either the algorithms are showing some kind of mercy, or you guys actually are starting to care about the NIKO show, what my loser ass has to say to you guys, whatever. You don't. This isn't a show where you have to agree with everything I say. I don't preach here. I don't virtue signal. I don't. My opinions for gaming are my opinions. Everybody has their own crap. I could care less what you think about my opinions. I could care less what I think about your opinions, right? We're just here to just whatever, right? Just focus. Oh God. Oh, hold on a second. I gotta do this real quick. All right, it's okay. I'm all right. You guys can't see me right now because there's a very specific reason. But audio listeners are like, "What is going on?" Okay, I had to clear up my nose. I might sound a little stuffy. I might be sniffling my nose a little bit. I should be blowing it. I just got over a sinus infection last week, which sinus infections mess me up pretty good, and I get that from allergies in Florida. Florida sucks complete hairy you-know-what, and it can go up the you-know-what hole. It sucks. So I just got over it, and I'm like in that post phase, the aftermath. This is like the remnants left behind of the sinus infection. It's like, when a hurricane blows through town. Hey, no pun intended for Floridians. And it leaves just a mess of things, and it takes a while to clean up, that's kind of like how it is with a sinus infection. Just a storm of just horridness of pollen allergies, nasal drip, whatever you want to call it, just itchy eyes, all the sinus cavities, just bleh, right? So right now we're in the cleanup phase, so it's taking a little bit. I've actually had some chest congestion, like pressure from it, which has never happened before. It was only a little bit, but it was kind of scary. Like, it felt like actual chest pain, like my heart, but like my heart, I'm like, what? And it's not hurting anymore, which is great. It was just right after the storm came, the sinus storm went over me and just destroyed my bunghole, my face holes and all that. But anyway, NIKO's doing a lot better if you guys care. If you don't, whatever, right? So it's good that I'm finally feeling better to do this. I try to do these episodes once a week. I know sometimes it takes like 2 weeks or a month, but it depends on the interviews do take up a good amount of time. And me personally, I'm more like the guy that's like, okay, if I have an interview, I want to wait to do that episode and no other filler episodes while we wait for that interview. I kind of just play the long haul and just be patient, And I think you guys don't mind either. I don't think we have enough people to care about the once a week schedule anyway. I mean, this is on a Monday. I try to do these on the weekend or something. But anyway, yeah, all in all, it's just great to be back here by just me. There's plenty of stuff to talk about. I won't be reading any chats on YouTube. This isn't on Twitch. Usually I do it on... I did it on Twitch two episodes or 3 episodes ago, with this one included. So this time, not reading any YouTube chats, just kind of just want to get through these articles and stuff, and just, whatever you guys have to say, post in the comments below. Let me know. Start some discussions, because like I said, there's some pretty big stuff to talk about today. Some good and some bad news, and whatever, whatever. So before we get into the gaming news, I just want to let you know, I'm NikoTheLegend. If you like what you see today, hit the subscribe button. Check me out on YouTube. I'm on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Spotify, especially any audio listeners. It's a lot of fun I want people to hear me on the Spotify, because Spotify is very convenient. I'm not on like iTunes or Apple or anything like that, or Google Podcasts, whatever the hell you want to call it. Nothing like that, just Spotify. And then everything else in the archive or video based is on YouTube. So, hey. So what I like to do before we get, which we haven't done in a while actually, what I like to do before I get into the gaming news topics, I kind of go into my personal background, what's going on with me, try to catch up with everybody on what's going on with NikoTheLegend. We kind of already did that with the sinus infection thing. The second thing is like what games I'm currently playing and what games I'm excited for that are going to be coming out. And there's not too many. And E3 is right around the corner, which we're going to talk about E3 in this episode. So without further ado, folks, let's get the show on the road, right? 10 minutes in, introductions are over. I understand it. Sometimes it takes a little while. We're kind of playing a little catch-up here since it's me. A little Ash Ketchum right here. I'm solo, When you live in your dad's basement for so long, you just, no wonder I get sinus infections. It's so hard to breathe, and it's so hard to breathe outside of the dad's basement. Good. So, folks, NikoTheLegend. Let's start with the personal stuff, get the boring crap out of the way. Just a little segment I like to do. Niko's life. Bleh, Niko's modern life. Ooh, that's not a bad idea. Not a bad name, am I right? Even though it's not completely original, like Rocco's modern life. But, I can't be as cool as Rocco. So, just got over the sinus infection. Like I said, these things hit me once or twice a year, depending on the season. Usually I don't get it in the summertime. Usually I get it in the winter or spring. I don't know. This time it was in the summer. And sinus infections stay with you about 2 to 3 weeks, so that sucks. I wish I could, Slippy. I wish I could. So we're in week 2 of the recovery. So this is like, I don't know, phase 2, I'm guessing. Maybe phase 3? No, phase 2. So, like I said, I'm feeling a lot better. Taking my meds, trying to stay healthy, getting the fluids in. Fluids. That was me shaking my bladder. If anybody in Spotify listening, that was me shaking my bladder and my gut. So much water weight. So, yeah. I'm just glad I'm feeling better. So anyway, let's move on from that, since we hit the nail on the head there. Let's just talk about the job situation. I am still looking for a second job, believe it or not. Yeah, I've had a bunch of interviews. I either suck at interviews or I'm just not what they're looking for. And these are like fitness jobs, may I add. And I'm a personal trainer. So I'm kind of double dipping by being a personal trainer somewhere else. And the thing is, I'm more of a contracted type of personal trainer. I get a 1099, for taxes and all that. But my headquarters is at the gym that I do train at. But I can go anywhere I want. I can go anywhere, and I could train at any gym I want as long as they don't have a non-compete agreement or something like that. But a lot of like corporate gyms have that, where they're really picky about that, which I understand. I completely understand, because you don't want to take clients from that gym to somewhere else, or from the gym that I'm already working at to them. I'm not going to do that, obviously, because I don't want to split it like that. Like, I'm already wearing thin on clientele here, folks. I just now getting back to an okay amount after, all the COVID shenanigans, the shots, the vaccines, the blah, 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 the double mask, the triple mask, the Fauci lies, and all that crap. So, YouTube probably just, blocked my channel right after saying that. I don't care. So, here the thing is, it's tough these days. Unemployment rate is at 11% right now in the U.S. Obviously, no excuse entirely on my part. I always got to look. I got to apply at 5 jobs a week. That's my goal in mind. And Okay, I don't know if audio listeners heard that one. Too funny. I tried to fix it and it just never wants to be fixed. So, we just been job searching for like, oh God, since at the end of December. It's been 6 months. You know, the thing is, they say they like me in the interviews. They say I do a good job. They appreciate my company. You know, my whatever you want to call it, my suave, my suave, my swagger, whatever the fuck terminology you want to use. And yet I see no results afterwards. So, you know, either they're lying to me or they're lying to me. But you just got to keep fighting. So in the meantime, I'm trying to get more clientele at the gym that I'm already training at, which I have been. Our clientele, my numbers are going up. People are coming back to hire personal trainers. They're not so afraid to go in the gyms anymore because of the vaccines, or it's a year later, COVID, and Fauci fired, and lies, right? Things are better in Florida, especially in the county that I'm in. So you get members that want to sign up. You get people that want to hire trainers. They're not so scared. They don't have to wear a mask. You know, all this stuff that ties into just one thing. So it's great to meet these new people and provide them opportunities to train them. And I miss those because I used to get orientations. I used to get clients, you know, like that all the time, members signing up and new people that just want to at least get a taste of what it's like to have a trainer train them, you know, kind of give them, I don't know, a head start, you know, a little push out the door. Not too big of a push, you know, you just want to be, I agree. So, yeah, it's just been going back up there. So I'm really excited about that. Get to make more money that way, meet new people, and you know, my skills are more utilized. I'm more of a tool than I ever have been. Ever since my college days, my tool days have been numbered. Blah! So what else? My car's gonna be paid off this November. Oh my God, I can't wait. That's what I get. I can't wait. 5 years, done. Car's gonna be paid off. Save myself about $200 and something. We're gonna be living the TikTok life for a while, girls. Okay, we're done there. Anything else? Nothing. Really, nothing else. How could I forget this? We are, okay, if anybody doesn't know, NikoTheLegend is writing a book called NikoTheLegend. Whoa, originality. Well, my name comes from the book itself. I'm not a self-insert in the book. I just got the name from the book, okay? It's a little confusing. I get it. But once you read it, you're like, okay, no way even close to Niko. This Niko is a lot better in the book. This Niko talking to you guys on the camera just sucks ass. And that's probably going to happen. Or it could be vice versa. Who knows? The sky's the limit. But I've been working on, the point I'm trying to make is that I've been working on my third revision for the NikoTheLegend book. And I'm on the last chapter for revising. And I am so excited. You wouldn't believe the changes or the additions or the tweaks I did. It's like I'm remastering my own book. Okay, it is really wild to go back through a third time. I don't know what it was. The second time, I spent a good amount of time on it, and I don't know what happened. I must have glazed over that shit real quick. I was streaming it. Anybody who came to the Twitch streams, I read it all out to you guys. I didn't go through. I don't know. I didn't sidestep nothing. I don't know. I just guess I didn't take my time apparently, because this time around, I saw a lot of things that I could make a little bit better, and I'm not necessarily changing like I kind of mentioned already before, but just adding more context to where I was like, oh yeah, this is kind of lacking. Like this is really bad. Like if it's like a glaring error, I want to change it. If it's anything continuity, grammar related, I try to fix that. But anything really story-wise, like the main elements are still the same. Nothing is being tweaked like that. But if there's a way to support it without really like going over my original work, then that's what I do. Because I don't want to change anything from when I started back in 2013, you know. First time ever writing a novel, a book, and I wanted to start, you know, like as a novice. And this is my first book that I ever finished. And it was ton of fun to do. I felt great when I completed it last year during the lockdowns and COVID, or during summer of last year. And like I said, it was a 7-year project, so it was really cool to go back and read all the stuff of me when I first started out. And guess what? It's just like me starting out as a beginner, as a newbie. It's kind of like how NIKO is in the book. He's also a newbie adventurer, and then so the reader is growing with NIKO the writer, and then NIKO the adventurer at the same time. So it's kind of like this three progressional thing. It's pretty cool. 3 journey progression. And then it just, as you read, it just gets better and better. I learn new techniques. I learn ways to not get writer's block. And writer's block does exist. Ideas come to mind a lot easier. You just become more, I wouldn't say master of the craft, but just more proficient, and that's just practice, and time under tension. We're in the gym now. So that's been a lot of fun. Final chapter of the NikoTheLegend revision process. I want to get this published this year. If I just gotta afford it. But hey, sometimes you gotta make the great financial sacrifice. You gotta spend money to make money in order to succeed in some things here and there. You gotta put in the resources. You gotta put in, and then hopefully the project you're working out puts out. Women, are you hearing? Are you gonna put out for me if I release the book? I'll go to the nearest Starbucks and get my avocado toast and my pumpkin spice latte and just like, hi, would you like to read this story with me? No! And I'm like, okay.
Get this guy on. Uh-oh, retard alert. Retard alert, class.
That's not true. I'm not, no. So, that is the last important thing I want to mention right now. Now, because I want to get to the topics, because like I said, we're already 30 minutes into the stream. Let's fucking get this over with. So games that I'm playing right now, Mass Effect Legendary Edition. We're at a sweaty amount of 70 plus hours, 75 hours. It's been almost a month since it's released, so we're at I think we're at the 3-week mark. Having a blast playing that. It's good to go through memory lane and all that nostalgia crap. It's a lot of fun. So Legendary Edition, good. Mass Effect 1 Legendary Edition playthrough is on YouTube, so I hope you guys check that out. Any Mass Effect fans of the channel, or that came to me through Mass Effect videos that I've done, check that out if you want to just see me butcher your favorite game. Appreciate it. It's only 7 parts to it. But yeah, it was great going through Mass Effect 1 Legendary Edition. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, that was great. Let's see, any other games? I'm kind of just playing whatever comes to mind, honestly, But it has been mainly Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I mean, shit. A couple nights ago, I played Alien vs. Predator Classic 2000, and that's like a 20-plus-year-old game, and that's a lot of fun too. So you just never know, man. You just never know. I was playing yesterday. I was playing Street Fighter Cross Tekken. It's Street Fighter 5. Just whatever, whatever's on the palette, whatever's on the plate, but mainly Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Games I do want to play in the future. There's not many. Let's just say coming out this year. Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. I do want to see that. I do want to play that finally, the definitive version. As much as I hate Square Enix milking the shit out of Final Fantasy VII, I mean, they've always done that because that's their fucking moneymaker, their cash cow. It's just really obnoxiously being milked right now. But if I ever got a PS5, that'd be one of the first games I play besides Demon's Souls. Ooh. So yeah, Demon's Souls would be great. Yeah, I would love to play Demon's Souls. And then the Ninja Turtles game that's coming out this year. I want to play a Ninja Turtles game. It's a good old beat 'em up. Remind me of the good old glory days of taking down Shredder and not being turned into turtle soup or poop. Cowabunga indeed. So I'm waiting for a release date on that. 4-player co-op. Hopefully it's crossplay. If it is, I'm getting that on the Switch. If not, I guess I'll get it on the PC. Hopefully it's not too expensive. Hopefully $15 or something. Maybe. Maybe there'd be like a sale or some kind. But yeah, not too much to look forward to for me. I mean, Horizon, I guess, but I'm not like a huge Horizon fan. I do enjoy Horizon Zero Dawn. I think it's a great game, but I'm not a huge Horizon fan. I just enjoy what the game had to offer. Final Fantasy, I'm a huge fan though. 7 is my second favorite Final Fantasy game out of all the Final Fantasies. Number 1 is always Final Fantasy 9, and then 3 is Final Fantasy 6 or 4, even though I've never beaten 4. But I do like 4. I think 12 is next. I don't know. Definitely not 8. So, with that said, okay, we got all the boring shit out of the way. You guys ready for this? Okay, cool. Timestamp, 34 minutes and 25, 26 seconds. All right, guys, I appreciate your patience. Now let's get to the meat of this. I mean, like I said, it's been a while since we've done stuff like this, so I'm solo this time around, and it's great to be back. And man, I'm already sweating because, like I said, the remnants, the aftermath of the sickness is still there, and then the AC. I always have the AC off when I'm doing this stuff. All right, so let's start with something simple. Okay, we're gonna start with something simple, and then we're gonna kind of work our way up. Here, there's 4 articles, and hopefully we can get through them all. We may or may not. So this first one, like I said, is pretty simple. Everything I listed in the episode title is pretty much what we're talking about. Number 1 is going to be something that kind of got me excited, but at the same time, it's just a cash grab because it's guess what? A remaster. Ooh, my green screen is really coming out on this one. Pardon me.
Stop right there, criminal. Liar!
I'm not a liar, I promise. So, this one caught my eye today because, look, I'm a huge fan, just like the rest of you, of Dead Space. I love Dead Space Trilogy. I don't care what you say about the first, the second, or third one. I like them all. I can see where people come from, where they're coming from when it comes to like, oh, the third one's not as scary. Hey, I remember when I played the third one, I was shitting my pants. I must be just a little bitch, but that's fine. I enjoyed it. You didn't. That's fine. We go our separate ways. But this little thing here, a little rumor mill, a little thing going a long way. I don't know. This is such a waste of journalism, which is half the shit you see nowadays anyway. These journalists will just take anything coming their way, and I guess I'm taking everything that's coming my way. But I like to do this in a more experimentative approach, where I just kind of like, let's just see what people say about this. I don't know if this would be something I write home about. But hey, Dead Space, great survival horror franchise. It's a shame that Visceral Games was shut down by shit-ass EA. Pardon my Frenchy Magoo. And our chances of getting anything of a sequel of Dead Space 4 is definitely out the window. And a spiritual successor, that is Callisto Protocol, because the Dead Space producer is making that. Hopefully, maybe secretly it'll be a Dead Space 4, but set in the same universe or something. They can get away with that. Yeah, right, because people will bitch about it online. Can't get away with anything like that. So, Dead Space remasters teased by industry insiders. Okay, banter between industry insiders. Nick Baker, I don't care about their stupid names, like their little tag names, and Jez Corden on Twitter possibly hints at Dead Space remasters, though it's unlikely. These are just two guys that shit talking each other pretty much, you know? It's like Biden versus Trump or some shit. Or Bernie Sanders versus Venezuela, even though he loves Venezuela. A cheeky exchange between Xbox heiress Nick Baker and Windows Central Jez Corden, whatever, on Twitter has sparked speculation about a potential remaster of the Dead Space trilogy. Though the shuttering of developer Visceral Games by EA in 2017 crushed expectations of a sequel coming anytime soon, fans of the cult classic already? Sci-fi horror series has held on to hope for a remaster of the trilogy on newer hardware. Now, I don't remember what makes a thing a cult classic if it gets canceled, or I thought it was something to where a lot of people, there was only a certain amount of people that enjoyed it. You know, like Firefly is a cult classic, I believe. Shit. But let me know in the comments below, or whoever out there, message me on like what a cult classic really is. Actually, let's just find out right now. Cult classic. Let's see. A cult film or a cult movie, also commonly referred as a cult classic, is a film that has acquired a cult following, so that's a smaller number. Cult films are known for their dedicated, passionate fan base, which forms an elaborate subculture, members of which engage in repeated viewings, dialogue quoting, and audience participation. So yeah, it's only a certain amount of people that liked the movie or something. That's how it becomes a cult film or a classic. I don't think Dead Space is a cult classic game, though. I think a lot of people really enjoyed Dead Space more than like a cult classic film. But hey, don't take my word for it, LeVar Burton. The three mainline Dead Space games were published by EA and developed by the now defunct Visceral Games for the Xbox 360 and PS3. Fans of the series generally prefer 2008's Dead Space and 2011's Dead Space 2 over 2013's Dead Space 3, as the latter is criticized for straying too far from the survival horror genre into more of an action style. They just go by that. Here's the thing about Dead Space 3, and I'll defend Dead Space 3 to my grave, whether you liked it or not, just because the intro level is more actiony than the original first two games, you know, because the first two games kind of just start right from the get-go, okay, and shit hits the fan in spookiness. Dead Space 3 kind of takes a more, I don't know, a little more guns blazing. There's still some necromorphs who fight in the first level and stuff, but then after that, it kicks in more to the survival horror genre, and you know, I don't know, people didn't like that. Also, there was like a loot crate system or a loot system, micromanagement crap in Dead Space 3 that people didn't like. But hey, I always defend it take it to my grave. Dead Space 3 has one of the best co-op experiences I've ever played for a video game. It's a fantastic horror co-op experience. They even went so far to give you specific co-op missions, and your second character, whether you like Carver or not, he has his own storyline, and Isaac gets to see what the fuck's going on with Carver and his fucked up life. So they did some good things with it. I liked it a lot. And their DLC is really fucking terrifying too. Like I said, I had a hell of a scary ass time with this game. I can't tell you. I just enjoyed all three games. So I think overall it's a very successful trilogy. Okay. During an interview in 2018, former creative director Ben Wanat discussed what Dead Space 4 would have looked like and referenced EA's disappointment with its investment versus return as the cause of the series' retirement. Yeah, nobody bought your fucking micromanaging bullshit. No one bought the loot crates. No one bought the FIFA sports cards. So fuck this game. And then it's like, wait a minute. Jedi Fallen Order, single player only game with no EA involvement, sells like fucking hotcakes? To where they're like, oh, Dragon Age 4 isn't going to have multiplayer components anymore. It's going to be single player only, no live service bullshit. It's going to be the same thing with Mass Effect 4. Or 5, whatever. Interesting. Whoa, creative freedom goes a long way, right, EA? Fuckers. So, a Twitter exchange between notable Xbox pundits and insider Nick Baker, never heard of him, and Jez Corden on June 4th prompts speculation about whether Corden was teasing a potential Dead Space remaster. Baker posted, you know, the more I've been thinking about it, the more I think Dead Space has a chance of coming back in some way, whether via remasters or a sequel, or hopefully both. To which Corden responded, that would be pretty cool, wouldn't it, Nick? You know, if it was actually happening, maybe, that would be pretty cool. Oh, it's obnoxious. Even Corden's podcast co-host, Rand Al-Thor19, replied with a gif of Michael Scott exclaiming, "This is real!" in a subsequent response regarding the exchange. Corden notes, "Lol, I'm disagreeing with Nick, or am I?" The response also includes a gif of the witch from Snow White laughing as she recedes into a hole. Yeah, it just talks. This is like girls talking in a locker room in fucking high school. Like first time ever going into high school, talking about some guy's abs or his penis or something. Like, oh my god, did you see Brad's cock? Oh my god, it's real, isn't it? Michael Scott comes in. This is real. Yeah, it's just stupid banter between these geekazoids. Although Corden, Baker, and Rand Althor possesses unreported industry knowledge that they sometimes leak online, leaking out of their TTs, this exchange seems like Corden simply making a playful jab at Baker. It's unlikely EA would have made any progress on a Dead Space remaster so soon after it was able to release a remaster of the much more popular Mass Effect trilogy. Whoa. Much more popular Mass Effect trilogy? Excuse me. Where's the cost? Where's the meta-analysis here? Okay, where's the? I gotta see that for sure. I think Dead Space has a better track record than Mass Effect because thanks to Andromeda, BioWare especially. Dead Space 4 is even less likely. EA would want to test the demand for the franchise with a remaster first, just like it's doing for Mass Effect, and just like Activision did with Crash Bandicoot and Insane Trilogy. I don't know about that. folks, I honestly think that it's not just EA, that, you know, it's BioWare too. Okay, let's not, you know, let's give them credit where credit's due. I don't know if EA was like, I'm sure they agreed to do a remaster, but I'm pretty sure BioWare was behind that. I mean, who knows? It could have been a cash grab. It's a very EA thing to do. But it's like, when EA even wastes time for remasters, it's like, well, Command and Conquer had a remaster. Did that do well? I don't know. We'll never know. Fans of Dead Space have hope, however. EA's strategy has shifted recently from a reliance on multiplayer games to an increased focus on single-player experiences. Oh, Jedi Fallen Order, anybody? This shift is largely due to Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order outperforming EA's expectations, while games like Anthem underperformed. In February, EA opted to cancel the multiplayer component of the upcoming Dragon Age 4, and a proper remaster of the Mass Effect trilogy released in May. All this suggests a favorable change in attitude toward critically acclaimed single-player experiences. So, look, just by going off of this, it's very unlikely that a Dead Space remaster is happening. Would it be cool if it happened? I mean, I guess if you're a console player, it'd be great, because Dead Space 1 has not aged that well on consoles. On PC, it looks a lot better, because it's PC we're talking about here. So if there was like some upgraded on some of the visuals or frame rate, you know, that would be great. You know, just improving the refresh rate, the frames, whatever you want to call it, anti-aliasing textures, that's fine. But on PC, it doesn't even need it, because it still looks fine. But on consoles, yeah, it's you gotta have backwards compatibility for that. It's, you know, we're 2 generations later since Dead Space has released. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. We haven't seen anything Dead Space related for going on 8 years now. Going on 8 years of no Dead Space sequels or nothing. That's so fucking sad, isn't it, folks? So fucking sad. And so EA, go fuck yourself. Right, folks? Go fuck themselves. I wouldn't complain if a remaster of Dead Space came out, but I would rather have a Dead Space 4. Let's just be honest. The story of Isaac isn't over. And for God's sakes, I hope EA gives 2 fucks about that. Jesus. Alright, so that's enough with that one. You ready for the next one? Let's see right here, folks. We're talking about how dark I am now. No, I'm still pretty bright. You know what I mean? So, E3's right around the corner, right? We've got a lot to talk about with E3. Hold on, let me just open up my bladder. Or fill up the bladder. Ooh, nobody should know about that. That's disgusting. So, the whole like conferences and live streams for the new games coming out has already started. Started about a couple days ago or 3 days ago with Guerrilla Interactive Conference or whatever it's called. But E3 is happening next weekend. I believe on the 12th through the 15th. So, and there's going to be, I'm hoping it's not going to be disappointing. There's a lot of conferences that I'm hoping that fans or gamers get to see something interesting. I'll let you know. The only 2 games I give 2 shits about is Fable 4 and Avowed. I don't even care about the next Skyrim anymore. Bethesda, they can just burn for all I care, okay? I've lost faith in them as a company. They suck. They make shit. Terrible company. But Obsidian Entertainment, on the other hand, those guys know how to fucking make great games, at least in my opinion. They make fun role-playing experiences. Pillars of Eternity, South Park, Knights of the Republic 2, Fallout New Vegas, Tyranny. Oh my god, like the list goes fucking on, folks. And then, oh my god, oh my god, what is it called? Shit. The Outer, oh my god. No, I was about to say No Man's Sky. Oh god, hold on a second. I'm gonna load this up real time right here. Let's see if I can think of it. The Outer... Not the Outer Wilds. Oh my Christazoid. Why can't I remember? Anyway, it'll come back to me. I'm loading up Epic Games right now to see if I remember. I can't believe I don't remember. Let's see here. Okay, hold on, folks. We're doing this in real time right now. Let's see. Come on, show me. Okay. I can't believe I don't remember the fucking name. Okay, Microsoft's. Oh my god, just let me. Oh my god, I hate this. I can't even cite it. The Outer Worlds. Oh my god. Yeah, they make great games. That I spent a lot of time in the Outer Worlds. Oh my god. So the Outer Worlds is their last great game. That's their version of a Fallout game. And Avowed is going to be their version of an Elder Scrolls game, medieval fantasy. And I'm stoked. And it takes place in the same universe as Pillars of Eternity. Alright, so the full schedule for E3 2021 has been revealed. I'll bring that back up. With fan registration now open ahead of its start date on Saturday, June 12th. Okay, whatever. We don't care about the registration or anything. I just want to let you guys know the scheduling and for all that. Considering we don't want to spend too much time. Well, is this... Okay, I got to go click another article to get to another article. Great. Alright, so the E3 2021 schedule. Saturday, June 5th, we had the Guerrilla Collective. That was the conference. That was the first live stream. A lot of interesting indie games. And then Thursday, June 10th, that is going to be Summer Games Fest. So that's a few days. That's when Final Fantasy VII Integrated comes out. So expect a lot of more games with a musical performance there. So it's another indie game showcase. Like, we need even more indie games out today. And then Friday, June 11th is the IGN Expo. Whoa, IGN. Whoa, you're going hardcore now. So, yeah, who cares about that? Saturday, June 12th, this is where it really kicks off. E3 2021 starts. So they're showing another Guerrilla Collective showcase. More indie games. The Ubisoft Forward keynote and announcements from Gearbox, of course. We're sure to see more events announced, and this schedule fills out as we get closer to the start of the event. So we got Ubisoft, we got Guerrilla, we got Gearbox. Maybe we'll see like a Borderlands trailer, movie trailer. I don't know. Sunday, June 13th. So we got the Xbox and Bethesda showcase, followed by a special presentation by Square Enix. Oh, great. 3 disappointing conferences in a row. Yeah, that's right. I'm fucking saying it. If they don't show anything from, I don't know, Elder Scrolls, Starfield, Avowed, Fable 4, fuck it. Or any franchises that have been dead for so long thanks to Microsoft or Bethesda, then yeah, whatever. I hope they don't talk about our Game Pass has so many games you can play. Pay for our subscription services to play all these games. Sorry, power to the player. I like to own my shit, alright? I like to own it. Because they can shut those services off at any moment. That's why I get physical, folks, for the most part. They can shut down those services at any moment. And poof, gone. Now, they're not going to, but it's a possibility. It could happen one day. Anybody can go bankrupt or go out of business. All it takes is a little, I don't know. You tell me. So, Xbox, hope they show something. Maybe it's just a wing and a prayer. Maybe something Banjo-Kazooie related. You know, something Conker's Bad Fur Day. Perfect Dark was announced last year. Hopefully they show something with Perfect Dark. I'm really excited that that's coming back. Oh, hell yeah. You know, Fable 4, Avowed, Elder Scrolls. This is kind of combining Bethesda. I'm hoping we just see the ones that we want to actually give a fuck about. That's just me. That's just me, folks. That's what I just hope to see. But anything else in Bethesda, I really don't care. I mean, maybe Starfield would be okay to see, because it's their first time doing an original game after so many fucking years. So that's good. Square Enix. Hey, Final Fantasy 16. Obviously, you're going to see a lot of published games, Square Enix games. Maybe, well, I hope we don't see anything Avengers related, because who gives a shit about that? Maybe we'll see something with Deus Ex? Or Tomb Raider? Deus Ex. Oh, please. Revive Deus Ex. Adam Jensen 3. It'd be fantastic if they did that. Yeah, Final Fantasy. I hope Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate gets a PC release. Final Fantasy 16 gets a PC release, you know. So on and so forth. Future Game Show and PC Gaming Show that same day. So Sunday, June 13th is a big day. Monday, June 14th is the E3 pre-show, Razer E3 keynote. Take-Two Interactive, Capcom, Mythical Games, Freedom Games, Verizon presentation. So there's a lot going on Monday. And last but not least, which I'm excited for, is June 15th, is a Nintendo Direct. Of course, you bet your dime a dozen you're going to see a Smash Brothers character being announced. You're going to see the 35th anniversary of Zelda. I so hope they do a collection. I so fucking hope they do something like that. I hope they bring back some franchises that have been dead in the water for so long. I hope Metroid, Bayonetta, Star Fox. I mean, the fucking list goes on. Maybe something with Donkey Kong. You know. Who knows? We might even see something Mario Kart related. Because they're supposedly working on Mario Kart 9, which doesn't really need to be worked on. Mario Kart 8 is fantastic in its own right, but, you know, what do I know? So, Nintendo Direct, and then Bandai Namco presentation. So, we're going to be seeing something from Scarlet Nexus, no doubt. But for the love of God, I hope I see something Bloodborne related with a PC release, or maybe an enhanced version of Bloodborne going to PS5. Something that makes Bloodborne have some kind of update or a PC release. That'd be fucking great. And then, of course, so many people are probably praying right now or wanting this, but Elden Ring, for crying out loud. Now, I understand Elden Ring she just saw one thing and that's pretty much it. Honestly, I could care less about Elden Ring personally, because I don't want to be one of those people that are just going to look for every leak or lose sleep over it. Look, if it comes out, it comes out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not going to lose sleep over it, right? So I tend not to think about it, because pretty much in a blink of an eye, it'll be here or something like that, or we'll have closure. But, you know, I am hopeful that they'll show Elden Ring. And you've seen those leaked trailers and footage and all that, so let's see, folks. Let's fucking see. And I don't know what this Eureka Games presentation, I don't know what that is, but yeah. Let's see. And then Tuesday, June 15th. What? And then Monday, June 16th. That's a typo right there. I think he means Wednesday. Valve might be coming in a day late for E3 2021. So there's going to be a Steam Fest. So maybe we'll see Half-Life 3. No. So that's pretty much it for that, folks. I just wanted to just get through that real quick. All right, so we're running out of time here, but that's okay. We're going to do this last article. We have 2 more, but that's okay. Hey, look. Cyberpunk, is that even excited? Okay, let's just go real quick. Cyberpunk, dealing with more shit, more leaked data, all this crap. They're getting so fucked over. Cyberpunk's like president stepped down, or creative director for Cyberpunk or CD Projekt Red, whatever the fuck, he stepped down. All these leaked files, lawsuits, blah blah blah. You can't even buy Cyberpunk yet for the PS4, or like it's not on the store digitally right now. It's a fucking nightmare for them. So, God, terrible, right? So just know that, yeah, they're still in the shitter. So, stolen data seemingly leaks and videos begin to emerge. Reports suggest that bug montages and other content from the data breach may be leaking online. Man, these guys are really not catching a break. Here's the thing, folks. People were that fucking upset about Cyberpunk. Look, I understand it. You have every right to be mad, but this is fucking crazy. Like, this pain train is not going to end for the longest of time, for a long time. And look, it's like you're beating a dead horse. It's like, why are you going to overdo it? Why are you going to overdo it, man? Just leave them alone. God. Just like, look, they're a disappointing company because of Cyberpunk. I know it tarnished their image quite a bit, but hey, that's what you get for overhyping yourself. So do the math, do the homework. Now, last but not least, I'm going to try my best for this, to kind of skim through it. There is a photographer that's suing Capcom for $12 million for using her photos in video games.
Uh-oh, retard alert! Retard alert, class! Get this guy off me!
Okay, so many moons later, a photographer who apparently does a bunch of surface pictures, she thinks Capcom is taking their stuff from her. Okay, and of course, hey, it's a strong case, because the proof is in the pudding here, thanks to Bill Cosby or Puddin' Pop. But these pictures here, pretty good, solid proof. Now, hey, if Capcom, let's just say Capcom did take the stuff, all they had to do was just ask her. I mean, Capcom makes so much fucking money. They make so much money. And this is back in the day. Apparently, I think it started with Resident Evil 4 from this picture. If that's the case, wherever it started, they could have easily asked her. They could have paid her some kind of royalties. I'm sure she wouldn't have given a shit. And look, if I saw this shit and I caught wind of it, I'd be pretty pissed too, and I'm not getting any money. Obviously, she ain't making too much money, and Capcom's making all the money. So she's like, I think I got a chance here. This is tough. This would be a tough case to do. But like I said, it's kind of self-explanatory. So let's get through this real quick. This is a big article, so I'll try to skim. A photographer has filed a lawsuit against Capcom, accusing the Japanese video game giant of infringing her copyright by using her photos extensively in its best-selling video games. Judy A. Jurakek, filed her initial complaint in a Connecticut court yesterday. Jurasek is a designer and photographer who has published several books with photos of various surfaces to serve as a visual research resource for artists, architects, and designers. So, cool stuff. Yeah, she's trying to help people out, build a foundation in their photography and all the visual stuff, you know. So the 1996 book and companion CD-ROM at the center of this lawsuit is titled Surfaces, and the description states that it offers over 1,200 outstanding, vibrantly colorful visual images of surface textures, wood, stone, marble, brick, plaster, stucco, yada 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 yada, as backgrounds or for general visual information. In her lawsuit against Capcom, she claims that the company never contacted her for a license to use her photos commercially, which is what you're supposed to do, and that the company used many of her photos to create environments, details, and even logos in games such as Resident Evil 4 and Devil May Cry. The photographer found at least 80 photos used in Capcom games, and 200 plus alleged infringements are documented in the massive court filing that spans 147 pages. Talk about a portfolio of the year. Whoa! I'd be like, I'll hang all these pictures on my wall. All right, Exhibit A of the lawsuit points to a primary logo used for Resident Evil 4. So, yeah, you could see that pretty easily there. That's pretty self-explanatory. That's some concrete stuff, but you know what? Hey, I could be wrong, right? But this looks very substantial evidence that they did use that for the 4 logo. And I love the 4 logo. I think it's fantastic looking. But see, here's the thing. There's a bit of a gray area. Given that approximately 80 or more Jurasek images appear in Resident Evil and that the primary brand logo of Resident Evil employs a specific shattered glass pattern that matches a photo taken in Italy, as well as an interior mansion door design that the public does not have access to. So here's the thing. It's hard to imagine that precise duplication would be possible by independent creation, the lawsuit states. More specifically, it's hard to imagine that Jurasek would take a photo of shattered glass in Italy in interior mansion door design and that Capcom artists would reproduce the exact same pattern of shattered glass and a logo and interior door design without benefit of Jurasek's photographs. Hey, you can't judge an artist on what they want to go out and look for in terms of being an artist, okay? Everybody's different. Everybody's got their own style, okay? Everybody wants to go get that awesome image. Everybody wants to get that cool landscape, cool surface in this case, whatever. You got to find inspiration somewhere. People go all over the world to find inspiration for their artwork or things to paint and stuff. You can't judge something like that wholeheartedly because everybody's unique in their own way. They got their own tastes and stuff. But I understand where they're coming from. It's like, would Capcom artists really do their best to replicate such a thing? Yeah. Because this is very specific things here. Very minute things. Okay? This is a very specific style of doing things. It's very possible that they were either inspired for many of years or they just did what we see here, what this lawsuit's all about. Okay. So she received further confirmation of Capcom's infringement through the November 2020 data breach, in which a hacker group used ransomware to allegedly steal 1 terabyte of sensitive data. So this is where it gets pretty heavy. Hot and heavy and horny. When Capcom chose not to pay the ransom, the group began sharing the data online. These leaked files contained several that matched image file names found on the Surface's companion CD-ROM. Oh, shit balls. The file names for at least one of the images from the Capcom hacked files are the same file names that are used on the CD-ROM. The lawsuit states, for example, the file name for a metal texture image from the CD-ROM is ME009, and Capcom has that stored in its files under that name, and Capcom used this photograph in its game. So that right there is concrete evidence, folks. That is... it's pretty hard to bullshit around that. It's pretty hard. Yeah, this is great. Photo from Lockwood Mansion in Norwalk. And look at this shit. This is exactly what it is. Resident Evil 4 door to frame its copy. Oh my god, dude. It's so fucking apparent. Holy shit. Oh my goodness. You guys, any audio listeners out there, you just have to watch this video or look up the article. Just type in Capcom being sued by photographer or something. Surfaces original, I mean, come on. The stained glass, that's even more fucking apparent. Oh my goodness, man. This is unbelievable. And this is, okay, so Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil HD, Resident Evil Remake, oh my Christy. Devil May Cry, Devil May Care, Devil May Cry. They've been doing this for a long time, folks, apparently. If this is all legit, if this is legit, dear gods, Capcom, you're kind of fucked. So, you get the idea. Jurasek is asking the court to award her actual damages, profits, exemplary damages, and possibly statutory damages, which could total $12 million or more. Up to $150,000 for each of the 80 infringements plus attorney fees. Hey, Capcom, you might as well just admit defeat here. This is, I don't know how you're going to defend yourselves against this, but hey, you guys have a bunch of money. You're going to hire some crazy defense attorney, whatever, defense. But hey, I mean, a lot of the times the video game companies win the cases, but this is a big one, and I think the artist will win in the end. I honestly believe that. Because this is some substantial shit. Unless she's just bullshitting like crazy. But, hey, Capcom, if you're sweating bullets right now, ooh, you better own up. Fess up. Hey, $12 million on the grand scheme of things for Capcom. Let's see how much they're worth right now. Capcom net worth. Let's see. They are worth $3.44 billion. I just looked that up. Yeah. $3.44 billion. $12 million? That's like, let's just say maybe $1,000. I'm really bad at math. $1,000 or something, or $1,300 out of like $1.3 million. Absolutely nothing. That's like close to the equivalent here. I don't know. I did my math wrong, but it's virtually nothing to them. So Capcom, look, just like the person that's got spilled hot coffee all over their hands in McDonald's, and now McDonald's has to put that caution hot coffee. It's been like that for 20 plus years. She won that lawsuit. So, you know, just do it, Capcom. Just get this shit over with so this lady can get paid for the shit you stole from him. I mean, this is ridiculous. I hope you guys do more research on this than I did, but this is some substantial stuff. Anyway, that's it for this. We actually got through the articles. Very good. So, folks, who was excited to go through this solo NIKO journey? Yeah, no interviews this time around. That's right. Round of applause for everybody. If anybody's here, anybody watches this or hears me, Spotify, YouTube, I appreciate it. Ton of fun doing this again. Doing this solo news stuff. It's been 3 months since we've done news-related crap like this. Like I said, we've done a lot of subscriber specials, just hanging out type streams where I read the chat and stuff. This time I didn't read any chat because I just wanted to get through this and focus. And also, we've been doing a lot of interviews and stuff. I've been kind of just branching myself out there, trying to network, you know, because that's what you got to do sometimes. So people can say good things about you, because one day, one of those people you interviewed will come back wanting to do more, maybe, or you can invite them back, or they'll tell their friends about you, blah, blah, blah. So I'm hoping, like I said, this stuff is getting more successful each episode I do, and I'm hoping it stays that way. So I appreciate it, guys. So like I said, let me know what you guys think in the comments below about all the stuff you read about. If anybody is here and saw this, thank you once again. I appreciate it. The YouTube channel, I forgot to mention this in the beginning. We're not doing so well on YouTube because we've hit a fucking huge plateau thanks to Mass Effect I hate to say it, Mass Effect releasing again, and that's like my bread and butter for my channel. But it's so oversaturated now that nobody really gives two fucks about my stuff anymore. Not even the people that subscribe to me give two fucks about my stuff anymore. They just, just forget this guy. Let's go for this guy who's got way more subscribers. So guys, with your help, we can get to that 1,000. I would love it. I would love it so much. That way I can take a break from YouTube. Let me take a break. Let me rest. 1,000 subscribers would be the perfect time. But anyway, slow and steady wins the race. We'll get there eventually. I know. I'm just so... We just went up so much in the past few months. It's been unbelievable progress, and we just hit a huge thud for the past 3 weeks. It fucking sucks. So, besides all the bitching, hi, my name is NikoTheLegend, NikoTheLegend. If you did like what you see today, feel free to subscribe to me. Check out me on, check the Discord, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Spotify. All the links will be down below. So, folks, I appreciate everything. And you know what? This is only the beginning, of course. It was just fun coming back and doing this with you guys again. Solo and YOLO style. All right, that's horrible. I'll leave with this note. All right, you guys take care.
Uh-oh, retard alert. Retard alert, class.
Don't fret, I'll be back to give you more of NIKO. Why can't it be so to call me by my name? Please, friend, sing my song, for I need all of your help. I see so much greatness, you guys are all heroes. You are not alone, we share a stream together. I am the